All right, guys, so we are moving on to science today, and we're going to be doing our lesson quiz, and we're going to be turning that in. So everybody needs to turn that in by the end of our Zoom class, okay? So to get to there, you're going to go to Connect Ed by going to McGraw-Hill Education. You can click on the waffle, scroll down until you hit McGraw-Hill Education right here. It's going to take you to Connect Ed. Once you guys get to Connect Ed, you're going to be your screen's going to look a little different. Your screen's going to look similar to this, and it's going to have your old elementary school. What you need to do is you need to click on that elementary school or click on that caret bottom. And then you need to change to the OISP elementary school, okay? Make sure you guys do that. Now your test is not up yet. We're going to review for your test first, and then we're going to take your test, okay? So yours should say like lessons or something around here. And then from lessons, you will go to the Unit 2 module changes to materials. You can click on that greater than sign. Or once you get here, you can click on the notebook, and we're doing build with materials today. Build with materials. All right, I am going to read it from your book. Actually, I'll just read it from here. So let's go ahead, and you guys are on page, if you're going to use your book, you're on page 66, 67, and then pages 74 through 76. So we're starting with page 66. Oops. It's going to be the one with the basketball hoop. So let's review. Many objects we use are made up of different pieces. Some are made of different materials. Your desk may have wood on the top. It may have metal legs. It may also have rubber on the bottom of the legs. Someone had to assemble, remember, like Avengers, assemble. All together, they make a team called the Avengers, or put together all the pieces of the desk. Okay, we looked at the basketball hoop, and we know that it made all of these different pieces make the basketball hoop. Now we're going to go on to taking objects apart. And this is what we call disassembling. When you take the object apart and you have all these different parts, that's called disassembling. Objects that are made of pieces can also be taken apart. A model house made of wooden blocks can be disassembled or taken apart. You can then use the same wooden blocks to build something else. A toy car can be disassembled. When it is taken apart, you are left with different car parts. And then we're going to rewatch this video of assembling and disassembling objects.
Assembling and disassembling objects is something we all do. This puzzle is assembled to create a cool image. And then the puzzle is disassembled so it can go back in the box. Here are some small, different objects. Can you tell what object they would make if we assembled them? That's right, a flashlight. What objects have you assembled and disassembled? Have you ever used blocks to create something? Then you have assembled an object. Have you ever taken apart blocks? Then you have disassembled an object. Sometimes the same smaller pieces can be used to make a different object. Watch this. Same blocks, but a different object. What else could we assemble and disassemble? Look at all the objects we assembled and disassembled.
All right, next, we had that final question. How are toy car parts different from the cubes you assembled? And one of the things we said was when you disassemble a toy car, you have to, when you reassemble it, you need to put all the pieces in the right place for the car to be built properly again. However, with certain things like Legos and cubes, you can actually use those same objects and you can make something different with them. All right, guys, the next thing we have is our lesson review, which is going to be our evaluate, which was 74, 75, 76, I believe. So we started with our question, the phenomenon. How could these same tiles be used to make a different design? The tiles in a mosaic are all different sizes and shapes, and then they can be reused to make a new piece of art. You could rearrange the tiles differently to make many different types of designs. An object made of pieces can be taken apart and put together in many ways. And then here we have these different shapes, and someone made like a duck. Beth wants to make another object out of these blocks. What should she do first? She's first going to disassemble all of these blocks. And Beth wants to make another object or animal that is longer than the duck. How can she do that without adding more blocks? She can disassemble the duck and place the blocks side by side, and she can make like a long snake. And then the last one was what you guys could create. So we can talk about that in class. So right now, let's go. I'm going to pause the video, and so you guys can talk about it. So you guys can raise your hand and let me know what materials you guys have around the house and what you thought of designing and making, or if any of you guys have made any of those items. All right, so this is our Unit 2, Module 2, Lesson 1. There's only 3 questions, guys. There are only 3 questions. So let's preview it, and then you guys are going to take it, all right? So question number 1. Make sure you click Start Assignment. Question number 1, to take something apart, if you're taking something apart, what are you doing? Put it in the chat. To take something apart is it A, disassemble it, B, assemble it, C, combine it? To take something apart is to, very good, A, you are disassembling an object. Question number, 2, Hank combined wood and nails to blank a chair. So if he's combining wood and nails, is he assembling a chair or is he disassembling a chair? Hank combined wood and nails to assemble a chair, or did Hank combine wood and nails to disassemble a chair? Very good. He's assembling the chair. When you're combining things together, you're assembling it. You're putting it together. And then number 3, a student takes apart a wooden box. What can they build with the materials from the box? So someone takes apart a wooden box. What can they build? A, they cannot make anything with the materials. B, they can make something new with the materials. C, they can only make a wooden box from the materials. No, they can make tons of new things. You can break apart anything really, and you can make something new out of it. Even technically the toy car. You can even break apart the toy car and then make something new out of the parts of the toy car. I'm going to submit my assignment, view score details. An awesome job. You guys got 100%. So that is what you guys are going to do on your quiz. I'm going to assign this now. And everybody needs to log in right now and take that. And I'm going to show you guys how to get in, because everybody needs to take it. Once you're done, 1 second, let me go ahead. Oh, looks like Russell's getting something. Let's see, start date is today. And then I'm going to give you guys till next week. I'm going to allow late submissions. May view scores after completing assessment, may view, assign. All right, I just assigned it for you guys. Now, I noticed that some of you guys are not maybe in class, maybe you're using like a phone or something. So if you need to take it after school, you can, But for everyone else, if you're in class and you're able to take this test, I should see you guys doing that right now by going to Google Classroom and then refreshing your screen. So if you're already here, Danica, refresh your screen and then it should come up. If you're not there, you need to go to McGraw-Hill Education. McGraw-Hill Education. So Danica, refresh your screen. Eva, go to McGraw-Hill Education. Once you're at McGraw-Hill Education, you're going to change from Ferguson Elementary to OISP. Switch that, Anthony, to OISP. Same thing, Angelica. Awesome. Angelica switched to OISP. So now she's going to go to Science Grade 2. And then there it is. You're going to click that blue check mark. And then you guys are going to take your assessments. All right, guys.